We are doing regenerative practices to try to improve the soil. We've just put in a batch of meat chickens that we move every day, and we're also rotating our cows and our sheep through different sections of the pasture to promote microbial growth and better soil health as well.
So I grew up here. Originally it was a dairy farm. My father sold off most of the farm, and now Matt and Astrid are keen to take on the farm life. So it'll pass on to the next generation, and their children will have the opportunity to grow up on a working farm. The size of the farm is about 100 acres, so 40 hectares. We've coined it Fresh Tracks Farm, and we'll be growing produce for our own use as well as a side income. It's kind of a wetland through the middle with ridge sand on both sides, so Chewett, Peppermint, ridge sand running down into the wetland area. It's a fairly shallow wetland, so it floods in winter time and then dries out in summer, and it gives us good summer feed through the centre of the wetland. The water table's only about half a metre below the surface, so stays green all summer, and we use that centre part for grazing.
So something we're working on is we used to have an airstrip that run down this part of the property. That airstrip was limestone, and we ripped all that up and used it for a causeway across the wetland. But underneath, that soil's hasn't had much microbial activity, I suppose, over the years that it was an airstrip. So we'd like to rebuild that back to its former glory, and I think compost is a good way to maybe promote that. So in a commercial sense, that's what we're aiming towards, is producing enough to be able to spread on pasture to restore that soil.
We did cover crop it 2 seasons ago, and we did have mixed results. We did have some growth of different seeds that we've planted, but I think it will take a little bit more nutrient input to really establish a good multi-species crop on that specific pasture. And we've done baseline soil testing last year, and we have all of our results from that through the SoilWise program. So we'll be able to compare hopefully each year or every couple of years to see whether our inputs are really making a difference, along with all of our other practices we're currently trialling on the farm, like rotating our cattle and rotating our sheep and adding in meat chickens that we move daily. We're hoping that adding compost into that system as well is just going to enhance the soil life and the diversity of the systems that we want to promote on the farm.
We've had 2 big projects. One's trying to restore this section here to native bush, and the other one's restoring the wetland to its former glory with paper barks and some reeds on the riparian zones. And we've planted almost probably 4,000 trees now, trying to restore those 2 systems. We've got aquaponics system, so with that and our garden, we're trying to produce enough vegetables just for our own consumption and maybe a few fish to sell on the side. We've got rainbow trout in there for winter, and looking at doing barramundi over the summer.
Bees?
We've got bees. It's our biggest livestock. 30,000 odd bees up there that we've had limited success with at the moment, but we're getting there. But yeah, I guess regenerative agriculture isn't one thing. It's combining a whole bunch of different practices together to focus on one outcome, which is leaving this place better than how we got it.